All right, let's dive into a World Series game that nobody saw coming.
You got that right.
Game 4, Yankees down 0-3, facing a sweep by the Dodgers. Pressure's on, right?
Oh, yeah.
And bam, Yankees pull off an 11-4 win. Just like that, turn the tide.
It's wild how baseball works like that, right?
Totally. Our source, Yankees avoid sweep with Game 4 win, October 29th, 2024, lays it all out. But we're going deeper than just the score, right?
Absolutely. There's so much more to unpack here.
We're talking turning points, those gutsy calls, what this means for both teams going forward. So strap in.
Get ready. This is where it gets interesting.
Okay, got to start with Anthony Volpe's grand slam, right? Bottom of the third, bases loaded, the kid steps up to the plate,
You could feel the tension, like everyone holding their breath.
and then boom, over the fence. First lead of the series for the Yankees.
The crowd went absolutely nuts.
The whole energy shifted right then and there.
Oh, it was more than just those 4 runs on the board. It was psychological, man.
Right.
Like a punch to the gut for the Dodgers. Suddenly, that comfy lead, gone. Doubt creeps in. But for the Yankees, it's like they were reborn.
Okay, but here's where the Dodgers' strategy, well, maybe it backfired a bit. They rested key relievers. On paper, with a 3-low lead.
Makes sense, right? Save your best arms.
Totally. But our source points out that move might have given the Yankees the breathing room they needed.
Exactly. They regrouped, got their confidence back, and when the Dodgers finally needed those relievers, not as sharp,
It's like the Yankees found this second wind. And it wasn't just Volpe, Judge, Wells, multi-hit games. The whole offense woke up.
Like a chain reaction. One big play sparks the whole team. But the question is, was this just a fluke, or did they find their groove again?
Because if so, the Dodgers might have a real series on their hands. Could be a historic comeback.
Oh, for sure. Things just got a whole lot more interesting.
All right, so all eyes are on Game 5 now. Jarrett Cole versus Jack Flaherty. Stakes couldn't be higher.
No kidding. Dodgers had that rested bullpen back. They want to shut this down fast. But the Yankees, they need Cole to be on fire. Prove Game 4 wasn't a fluke.
Feels like the whole series is riding on this next game. Dodgers win. It's over. Yankees win.
Oh, man. Then the pressure really flips. Dodgers facing a team that's not just playing well, but believes they can win. And that belief, that's a powerful thing.
I remember watching Game 4. You could feel it in the air. This tension, this hope.
And then when Volpe hit that grand slam, it was like the whole stadium let out this collective sigh of relief and then pure joy.
You could feel the momentum shift. But it's more than just a feeling, right?
Right. Momentum changes how players approach everything. Each pitch, each swing, everything. It affects their decisions, their risk-taking. And for a team like the Yankees, a little momentum can be explosive.
So we've got the psychological side. But let's talk strategy. Game 5. What adjustments are we going to see? I think the Dodgers need to come out swinging. Can't let the Yankees set the pace again.
Agreed. Attack the strike zone, put the Yankees on their heels, and maybe, just maybe, use those top relievers earlier if they have to. No more waiting for a lead that might not happen.
And for the Yankees, keep the pressure on. Force mistakes. Can't sit back. Got to create those opportunities.
Exactly. Be aggressive on the bases, take advantage of every little thing, and, most importantly, keep believing.
So, going into Game 5.
Yeah.
The big question. Dodgers regain control, shut down the comeback. Or do the Yankees ride this wave, turn the series upside down?
We've seen the tactics, the mind games, the standout plays that got us to this point. But now, it's all about execution. Who adapts, who handles the pressure, who wants it more.
Game 5 is going to be a battle, a clash of momentum, a test of who can overcome the odds. And for you listening, it's a front row seat to a classic baseball showdown.
So buckle up. Get ready for some serious emotions and keep your eyes peeled. Every pitch, every swing, every decision could change everything. This is what the World Series is all about. This Game 4 win. It's not just like a feel-good story for Yankees fans. It actually shows us, maybe, a weakness for the Dodgers.
Oh.
Think about it. Their bullpen,
Hmm.
if it's shaky after a rest, what happens if this series, keeps going?
That's a good point. The Dodgers have been relying on those relievers to close out games.
Right.
But if that's not working as well under pressure, it changes everything.
It does. And it brings us to Game 5, Garrett Cole against Jack Flaherty.
Big matchup.
Cole, we know he's a powerhouse for the Yankees, but can he handle this kind of pressure? He's got to be almost perfect to keep those Dodger bats quiet.
And Flaherty, he's been, pretty solid this postseason.
Yeah.
But there have been those moments, right, where he's looked vulnerable.
For sure.
The Yankees could definitely get to him if they keep that momentum going from Game 4.
That's the key, isn't it?
Totally.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The Dodgers, that rested bullpen, it's back. They're going to want to prove Game 4 was a fluke.
Right. Got to shut down the Yankees.
Exactly. But the Yankees, they've tasted victory now.
Mm.
They know they can compete.
It's almost like we're watching two different series, right?
No.
The first 3 games, all Dodgers, dominant pitching, hitting, that confidence.
Unstoppable, it seemed like.
But now, the Yankees, they've thrown a wrench in the works.
Chaos. It's
The
awesome.
Dodgers, they loved that predictability.
They did.
Now they got to figure out how to handle a Yankee team that believes it can win.
And that belief,
Yeah.
that can be just as powerful as any physical advantage.
Watching Game 4, you could feel that shift in the stadium.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
everyone was holding their breath, waiting to see if the Yankees would crack.
And then,
Volpe hits that grand slam.
like a weight lifted off the whole city.
Exactly. And you know what's so fascinating about momentum?
What is it?
It's not just this, abstract thing, right? It actually changes things.
How so?
It affects how players approach every single thing. Each at-bat, each pitch. It changes their decisions, how much risk they're willing to take. And for a team like the Yankees, a little momentum, it can be huge.
It's like a catalyst, right?
Yeah, totally. So we've talked psychology, but what about strategy? Game 5. What adjustments are we going to see? For the Dodgers, I think they need to be more aggressive early.
Yeah.
Can't let the Yankees control the game like they did in Game 4.
I think you're right. They need to attack, get ahead in those counts, put the pressure on, maybe even use those best relievers earlier,
No more waiting around.
if they need to, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Yankees, they got to keep pushing, force the Dodgers into mistakes. They can't just sit back and wait.
Gotta stay aggressive.
Absolutely. On the bases, capitalize on any errors, just keep making things happen, keep the Dodgers on their toes. And most importantly, keep believing.
So, heading into Game 5, the big question. Can the Dodgers shut down this comeback? Or do the Yankees ride this wave, keep it going?
We've talked about the strategies, the mental game, the big plays that got us here. But now it comes down to who can execute, who can handle the pressure, who wants it more.
Game 5, this is going to be a battle, a clash of momentum. And for you listening, you get to see it all unfold.
Get ready for a wild ride. Because every pitch, every swing, every decision could change the whole story. This is what makes the World Series so amazing.
This Game 4 win, even if you're not a huge baseball fan,
Yeah.
there's something in it for everyone, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We've all been there. When giving up feels easier than fighting back,
For sure.
when the odds are stacked against you.
Good stuff.
But the Yankees, they showed us that even when you're down, facing elimination, a little spark can change everything.
That's the human spirit right there.
It's like, it ain't over till it's over.
Exactly.
And the Yankees are proving that big time. They brought this excitement back, this, anything can happen feeling.
That's what makes sports so great.
Yeah.
It reminds us that anything is possible.
Yeah.
The underdog can win, momentum can shift in a second, and it keeps us hooked, keeps us wondering.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Game 4,
Okay.
the takeaway here. Never underestimate the power of resilience. And never be afraid to go for it,
Swing for the fences.
You never know what you might achieve.
That's the truth. Keep that in mind as you watch the rest of the series. See those little shifts in momentum, the changes in strategy, the big plays. It's all going to come down to that.
Because even in baseball,
A game we all know.
there's always something new to see, right?
Absolutely. Always another layer to explore.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Another topic, more insights, more to think about.
Always more to learn.
Until then, keep exploring and keep diving deep.